the mame efia nyako papne ye de obonka cha mu mpenzempensem no eba na nsam no edo so pa ye nim se benya brani afa papers ni nyina ai enti ye the daily graphic truth and accuracy every day said ye wo bone ho ensamane eno no ya mame Getu Tokonu suspended chief justice ye chief temwafo penny as they say ya twene dwumedi asensen with that benkum so resignation not an option suspended chief justice nasem no so we resign party eno nye ne kwan so be resign nye nhyehyeye no eno no ne nsama wode atudwa no na Felix kwachi ofusu ya wono na hwe aban komodie ne ho nkitahodie ensem so enso eda paper no ni nifa na sama waka ne say president followed constitution no political agenda spokesperson na eno no wo se aban ne hyehyeye wo ye ni nyina ya memomra no ena odnam so pepepe amanyo sam hu adwen bia entire chiri ewo ne waye no nti be chief justice asam no ehu ebi eno no ena ye basro pa nso a controversial SML contract OSP picks up 5 former GRA gurus included nti Office of the Special Prosecutor omache enipa enwotwe ya GRA mpanifo yesi enum anka no omadwuma yefo mpanifo enum na omoka wo bi efa SML contract no enso eho na sister Akua ya ba ukrum pay 13 ewo the obokrata yem wo bi ma abenya ansem ni mu nchemu nyina na watumi akan kwa chieftaincy crisis Eastern Regional House of Chiefs restrains Bafwa Kuto say sis adis ntimenti me ho ase ni penchen a efa ahini ho ewo kwa onye ni mpotem no kwa efoya mantemu a nananoma ahimfu bedwa no yese Bafwa Kuto say ani ni pensi ana empanifo the restrictions atu omudwumadie ahodro eso Kwesi
Nedikan Meshason SMW SM story no it's and information by a shock. Already there's an information that SMF like I said, you made a normal yen revenue assurance. How do I put it? So what they so who a programs manager? Would you manage to say program that we possible in Impact TV? And Obi Abba vice a timer, Akoma Obi contract so omra. No me say programs in na e be possible. It in effect the person is not doing anything because wo and we adwuma ni nyina dey talk about.
No this can go.
It's already you know obey. Don't know about the shit because you are already doing the work as a programs manager. That's the whole story about SML. Say your credit revenue assurance about Ghana oil no. So the buyer don't say your oil na your kwa ha benye skase. O dia for the yes adwuma dada. Ejina mu hia say SML for akwa say adwuma. So that's the story. Now, the interesting part is that GRA for now on the contract with SML. Not Baku a technical advisor, or GIO. Baku a deputy commissioner of legal, or GIO. Baku was advisor to the commissioner. Sanko for no casino.
Yes, one man actually.
There be only no SMS here. And that end with your bemuno. Sanko for a bomb, including PP for me.
Not just more creative, you man to home.
Sister, sister said no. Everyone been made no more GI. And no more be contracts. So when you man, it's been established say, "Sir, SMS for no man she." No more discuss. Okay, fine. After you should mobile and just say, "Mo GI you man."
Akoya adwuma wo ho.
Akoya adwuma MBCU. Directors. Like what you want just it's then it gives the impression say SMLD no 7 we your mama
it
gives the impression say we your mama because until yesterday I didn't know just I'm going that they have some connection with SML. We thought it was an independent firm.
You're Ghana.
Question SML
and I make we found revenue assurance.
Omo so ya ban we engage.
No, ban we terminate contract.
And she say omo aka no omo ye je hu pay free he. They also move akoye SML adwuma say adwuma
no, they do other things. They are doing say they do other things. But the revenue assurance and kasane there. A buying will put you hold on it ice on the ice at so.
But for come we no the omo.
But for come omo ye. If I don't some timber company be that. So and so. It's in the sample for
more creative or company.
And no person who pictures and I miss a die. That's why you're so full.
That's a no.
You're Gandhi.
Oh, you're Gandhi. You're Gandhi.
I shall die also more.
You're Gandhi. I don't need more SMO.
Okay.
On the more.
Jerry.
But
and I know.
No, Jerry. As I say, I miss a dime, the technical advisor, the deputy commissioner of legal.
And that is one on
but I know I miss a dime, no, for so on signing contract to my SML. Sound for 40 years.
But
say a bet me a car, you didn't bet me a bemus. Of course, or her share ye who dear. Thank you. A woman's on one can be asking the person, it could be the SML name.
But I want like say we once or someone who share.
I didn't know we are so need to coche. My way.
Yeah, Danny.
They say, "Oh my Nagasana, you said, you. Damages. It's only a busy walk. But I don't know so many
create and loot.
This is a proper. This is create and loot. This is the proper example of create and loot. It's a very simple mobile, almost even meet good condition. It's a friend who said you're not meeting no condition.
Yeah, one way. Who meet another? If you can't about that, so could be crying now for your holiday.
I think it's a bear holiday. So, not for Yambra a year, your mammy, Chief Justice. Or a hard woman.
Getty, Auntie Getty.
She be solid woman.
Trudy.
She be solid woman. And of course, she has every right as a Ghanaian.
By the near day,
and never can. She be hard woman. Say, about the press conference, Nadia. Now, only. Chief Justice one. Who about Chief Justice? You swear an oath. Who didn't say at all times you will defend and protect the Constitution of Ghana as a Chief Justice.
You can't be asked
at all times.
Ghana, your Constitution.
I think the expression is I will preserve, protect, and defend. These are the three words. I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of Ghana. What does the Constitution say? This is a woman now, we are Chief Justice. Also will defend the Constitution at all times. What did he say? What does the Constitution say? Article 146 then Article 146 say process is very be firm say obey removal of a Chief Justice and not a judge biano. Or say again in camera. That's what black and white. In the Constitution. But that's the point. I didn't know what here. What say you every right man. What is so special say? Also what here? Your book Constitution in any case, the press conference call in the crown. A book Constitution in any case, because if it is in camera, everything that is being done must be in camera. Say that's the Constitution. Until say, court, I'm a different interpretation, and I am amendment to the Constitution, we still stand on what the Constitution says. It's even and Ray. It could be a ground for stated misbehavior, a separate case. I went in the unity. No, and run. It could be a separate case at any petition. I can agree, say, it is true, it's happening. Yes, I agree. But what does the Constitution say? We are living by the dictate of the Constitution. It's no and run. It can be a separate grounds for the removal. And I think, say, no matter and running, it was nothing new. But I have the whole statement. Or shall I say, a normal human violation. A double. Me who a double be because no kind in no. A yard of court that. The Supreme Court or catch on say no me na. Supreme Court crack shadi or boy.
So same for friend telephone so.
Was
for friend.
And minister ku aye ni.
So
I'm
about threaten.
Men can one.
And that's the one can.
I don't want to put the one can make but you see, all can. Now the expertise of career because as a Chief Justice as a lawyer, so obi 13, what do you do?
Okay.
What do? You go to the police station. It's like okay, no say. Subsequently, no, but then conform details na e da ka police for you. One can one.
Kwesi. Okay, you some ye DMT ya. Na wo kasa do ye ne nra no. E betimi kra gina so am ye.
Yes, another stated gas.
Me no me ni mo mra nche chief justice. Once I do my abbe.
And mra some na yeka. Yeka what the law says. Yeka what the law
says. Na the law says the nra kan ye you.
Nepia, na what kind of found just?
Oh, metiase. Exactly. Metiase but Supreme Court one ye.
But I don't know what the
but ye pemranchire mu Supreme Court ne ko including lawyers nyina.
No much.
Thank you. Ye ntimi nkyere mra mu. Ubetimi aka in black and white but omo aso na ka semra no ye go ne spirit and the letter sana lawyer for ne judge for be catch say the spirit of the law wo ho as na adwen a time ra na chi aye de ye and the letter no ye black and white na ya print aye nyina ye
obi ahu bi no
enti de abikura wadwene be ye wo no ubeku Supreme Court nya sana nkyeremu ede be ma no enti na nipa bebredi asem kɔ hɔ a obewie no na nkyeremu foforo aba na de wadi fo no adwa se bia de no ohwehwe se ne nsa beka no waka nyina ye bomra ho ban of course e wosi mamra ye adwuma na wono na adwuma na wo ye no ebia enkomo bi wo hɔ a ye nti o se wanka ma obi ante a ebeden hu de ekoso wo kokoam afia de me ken wate ase asamba
ono kwa wakaka wanse nti ama na busuafo bi se de ekokoso no a wo church no ko resign so
me makabi wa ha makabi wa ha se beginning ne kura no de na ye tobe no enka wo ntwa so na nka wo ntra ne be but from enra no nkyire mu no de ba
ya the benefit bi anu obi nya
ne benefit ne kura da nkyɛn a na kyerɛ sɛ wa na wo gyae ye nti ne ye ne hwi gya wo kwan a obi antimi nka asɛm de nti ne obetenam ne ye nadi na ne obi ehu de wa dance but de me pesa me ka e de etwa so na ye kɔ yanim ne sɛ onam we emra ye nyina ye timi kan te ase ne nkyire mu no mo ahɔ ne wo me nka ne sɛ ɔno nko a ɔne nipa bi na ye adwuma e wo Supreme Court nti ye ntumi nkyerɛ sɛ de ɔka ye no wafom mra until sɛ obi be raise anything a eye de ye ka ho asɛm yi asin de ye ne nya adwene e wo ho minim sɛ de me pesa me kan mete ase aha emra ne de ye ready ayete ase but Supreme Court ne je ho nkyire mu wafom a
lawyers agree with that for the blast me ban ase
the way
about 2 terms no about 2 terms no me yes about 2 terms no age to see pempe and for the blame made the point that I say the laws in the bosom of the judges people disagree the lawyers disagree say it is because you see no fine but it doesn't mean that in its implied sanity because 2 terms are 2 terms what they call quarter there is no way a judge will tell you that 2 terms consecutive and consecutive it is 2 terms in the case of Article 146 income all proceedings in Article 146 must be held in camera. That is the bluff. So
in camera is but no one has some no na some person be chire mu a. No in camera. Why in camera? I get there one side there no bia no. You can ding.
Mo be anfa the chronicle.
You have violated the constitution. That's the point.
Attach Zoom live omo ko mani mo Yamfa the chronicle and to Chief Justice asemi ya suspended Chief Justice now was say my removal process is politically motivated talk on enu ntu oni was say amanyosam ehun adwen ta chiri enti na omo eye ne sa na kase pa eda animu no yewura sian wa Japan just one company Zoom Lion they say the omadu Burkina Faso Zoom Lion lands in Burkina Faso as Africa expansion agenda continues. Everyone there's one more and electricity tariff hits the roof despite city appreciation. Cut the CEMS worried. That's just a it was for something in and on the Zoom Lion corner say and Yamakani and so buono. Ekosoro ai omobetum eno no si di na akofo mu nyina echi enso ehun semanti e last paper nti ebrada ekon ye tutum
2.8%.
Si di nso ye say wa macho
si di na macho
nso
eno amene Kwesi kura kan ho asem
2.5% na mo so mo de ba no mo dum light
I am no mo dum light
and so ka say this is for me hwe you my intention mo me hwe you I don't know mo ye na nye
ana sika na ye dia onye mo ho na
ade na mo ye no enyo
adwe me dwe mo amenti ase
What 14.7%? About 2-3 months ago. They trying to come up. It's also 2.5. You bet you any option.
Any option.
Any option. You bet you.
But
China no say Jinaso.
And no more enjoy monopoly.
It's meaning at the frontier by fine, and nobody has even issued a statement to say, and I think it was even widespread. Light of no doom and run. I think it was widespread. Yes, I think it was widespread. But don't go for baby account and say, I don't know what the problem is. I mean, I know what the problem is now. Because I'm say, oh, you'll be or you're not that you know.
And now when I'm shy, so quite who you in now.
They do. What like I say? It's a thing been for some back. You want my car? Say, man, to be super sick. The right July room. Don't so baby at your mama do so. Who hold his neck to the fire. That's on a minute. Literally. The guys will bomb and penny minute, then some Bofuna America. Who hold his feet to the fire. In the night, be shake him. The man, the pressure.
But body to that.
Thank you. You're body to that. Because doom solid there, gonna be a person to do so. 86 months, what about them? If you have any wisdom, any competencies, I best will do so. This is the time I'm going to form. So from next month, let's say doom so bad John, you put your mama now, the 2 Johns in now. You born 2
Johns.
You bet 2.5 in the but we don't expect doom so matter. The best.
Okay. The amide be we maame toko no de no. Ne ebi mo ka say asin ne nam social yinim say na asem no nka wo so on ka ho asem no. Politicians ni no mo akire mu no mo tete social media so na radio so keka. Nti ono so wonkyire mu bia ono so ba kyire mu eno ana waye no. Nti omo mie no de wafom ra na I think going forward no on be ka ho asem na Zoom Lion fo so de say me so omo ko international pa. Africa ha de omo uji omo din. Omo so ma expand omo agenda. I go so ekoso nanso ne ehwehwe maso a menti ase wo ho ne se wo mamu no ni ye nhye dan so ni pani ana
no wo say ya attitude ka ho
aye yesu die ni bi
oh Ghana for that
buy no no ani kromufo anya
no enti am ye mpena am for pene
wo sisi kromufo anya so mo
de ya samu
oba ni die mu o da bi ona na die na anya no
enya de sa
sa amai na wakoso ne de wo ye adwuma ni ye wo
pa na African countries bear 20 na ye say
that's why I'm asking say I hope so on your side there be so 1,000 na come on for 250 Ghana
na omo de omo ahwe omo be ye we
I hope so on your side there be
ya sabo
so your side there be
ya na disparity ne so do
Burkina Faso omo ni abutro mbebo ya di si na happy birthday kwa ma opani achirem of last 2 events and deco Oboase Ahmed Isifu and say openi achirem yan show happy birthday and they been so kwama Ernestina Ochre where level 200 students was St. Monica's College of Education if you asuna ba mensa abrampa your PBL Promise Broadcasting Limited say yan show Ernestina Ochre level 200 students St. Monica's College of Education me to be nkasa wodofu okay wodofu bi mensa abrampa asuna ba was say yan show a happy birthday the kwa obi
Abedantwa o sin sister Edin birthday and Madam Miss Olivia Boatma or Ehwamaduma enti we fear ye Abedantwa our MCA enti abna sister Olivia be obi an pay was sister ma a happy
na emround so ye Inspector Elizabeth Sechibiantwi Police Depot na ye ne birthday nti ye wish ni belated happy birthday abusia me din ade mame efia nyako papa bi Akua Asieduaa ade Ghana te sen esia ko di Ghana te sen o de
Kwesi me ye papa ti bisa ena no pe baabi a ye de ye ni kire eye Kumase menhia kotokofie ni nyina ne ohoho kese a asanteman anya ya oye Eswatini man hene sa ne beka no se oye hempon oye mampanyi ewo kane Swaziland ne man no se din na sesa akọ Eswatini Kimuswati ya otoso emiensa wabesra santehene abesra Ghana hene abesra Ghana man nyina ama enei wanamso ehia National House of Chiefs ene empanyimfo ewo kotokofie ma wanamso ne wadi nkomo enra anopa na ne nsem ni nyina ya mamre ne amane ya culture ene tradition no ho asem no san ebugu mu bio se ahemfo no a wo mo eye nipa a yade o masisi nkro ene mmro no ahodoa no ewo oman no emu no wo mo nekuta amamre ne amane no no manfo ne nsoso ehunu ne ekọ ewo oman no enhyehyeye emu enei woni ahemfo no bi edi nkomo na yensem twe ni Godfrey anim ekọ menhia amane a wode ba eni
Meswati the third oye ohene kese a wo Eswatini mem ene ne ode ato na na matena nkonwa anim se ebra so se o mbehwe na ne ma obi edanso na ma nkrofo hu se ye before no obetimi aboho ban na aboa ama abiman so yamamre ne amane no yatimi adan na di wo ba bia.
Here together we stand here today as guardians of Africa's ancient traditions handed down by our forebears. We have a duty to guide and protect these traditions because they define who we are and where we come from. Long before colonial boundaries divided us, African kings, chiefs, and traditional leadership governed with wisdom, ensuring order, justice, and preservation of our cultures. In Eswatini, this is not only cherished, but also enshrined in the Constitution under Chapter 14, providing for our traditional institutions. It affirms that chiefs are central to our governance system as they are appointed by the king and administer communities, resolve disputes, and safeguard our heritage. They are the foundation of our monarchy, ensuring the people's voices reach the throne while upholding the values of Ubuntu, unity, respect, and progress for all. As Eswatini advances, we have harmonized tradition with modernity by preserving our cultural practices through national ceremonies that celebrate our identity. We pay tribute to the revered ceremonies of Ingwala, the Redance, the Lutsango, Bokano celebration. The chiefs under our Tingundla system of governance play an indispensable role in sustaining our identity as a Maswati. This is what we proudly term a monarchically democracy. Swatini is establishing a dedicated council of chiefs, a chamber where chiefs will advise the state on matters on tradition, customs, and cultural preservation. This institutionalized role ensures that the wisdom of our chiefs, honored over centuries, continues to shape our laws and policies in a rapidly evolving world. We recognize that Ghana's chieftaincy institution, enshrined in Article 270 of your Constitution, reflects a similar reverence for traditional leadership. Your chiefs serves as vital links between the past and the future. This parallel is not coincidental. It is a testimony to the enduring soul of Africa, rooted in its traditions.
For democracy, we still have not forgotten about our traditions. and the emphasis on preservation of our languages and traditions. And of course, we shouldn't also forget that it's a global world, so we need to educate our people in science and technology. But let me emphasize on the preservation of languages. It appears to me that in Ghana, we have stopped, especially those of us in the south, naming our children Kwame, Kofi, Kwabena, and so, and adopting very, very strange names for our children. In fact, if care is not taken, we will lose our identity. So, Nananum, it is our responsibility that from time to time we draw our people's attention to this. In the olden days, we used to select names from the Bible, and now when you go to England, you will scarcely hear anybody saying Lizzie or Elizabeth because of the respect they have for the Queen. But you are in Ghana and you name your daughter Elizabeth. Where did you get that Elizabeth from? Edward. So Nananum, yes, we allow modernity, but we are talking about what will help us develop our countries to move ahead, not take us back, and to remind us of colonialism. He also emphasizes on learning our history. Unfortunately, some of us here are teachers, and right now, if you go to the curriculum, history has been struck out from the curriculum. So our children don't know where they are coming from. And it is part of our duty, our responsibility, to draw government's attention, especially the Ministry of Education, to reintroduce history. Let us know our history, our background. Where have we come from? What have we learned? Where do we want to go? How do we combine what is coming on? And right now, our people know about the history, the World War, history of America, Japan, Germany, Israel, but we don't know our own history. His Royal Majesty is drawing our attention to it. Yes, Nananum are playing a pivotal role, but we shouldn't forget our opportunity for us to know at first hand the unique history, culture, and traditional norms of the Kingdom of Eswatini. From your side, we offer the unique insights into how traditional authority can coexist and cooperate with local and national government for economic and social development of our people. Your Excellency, we appreciate the way in which the Kingdom of Eswatini builds bridges and promotes cooperation, and we are also confident that your visit will significantly strengthen historical and cultural ties that happily exist between Ghana and the Kingdom of Eswatini. May your monarch, as signified by the combined strength of the elephant and lion, grow from strength to strength. Long live your Majesty King Eswati III. Long live the Kingdom of Eswatini. Long live Ghana. Long live Eswatini-Ghana relations.
Honored by your presence here in the National House of Chiefs today, your visit marks a significant milestone in the growing relationship between our nations, Ghana and Eswatini. It also shows the growing relationship between traditional leadership and modern governance. Your Majesty, Ghana is a nation built upon deep-rooted traditions and rich cultural heritage. Our chieftaincy institutions stands a proud testament to our identity as a people and our continuity as a people. It is enshrined in our national constitution under Article 270, which guarantees the autonomy of the chieftaincy institutions and protects its customs, usage, and practices. The administration of chieftaincy in Ghana is overseen in partnership with the Ministry of Local Government Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. And the National House of Chiefs, where we are today. The National House of Chiefs is the apex body of traditional leadership in Ghana. It serves as a consultative and advisory body to the government on matters relating to tradition, culture, customary, and law. Our chieftaincy system operates at various levels. Traditional councils at the base, regional houses of chiefs at the regional level, and national house of chiefs on top. So we are at the traditional Supreme Court. Chiefs are custodians of our land, our customs, and serve as a key stakeholders in local governance and conflict resolution. The ministry, through its chieftaincy directorate, support the houses of chiefs administratively and ensures the effective functioning of the judicial committees and that adjudicate traditional matters. In recent years, we have made significant strides in digitizing the National Register of Chiefs and enhancing the legal and institutional framework governing this institution. The ongoing review of the Chieftaincy Act 2008, Act 759, aims to strengthen dispute resolution mechanisms, improve accountability, and further integrate traditional authority into our decentralized local governance system. Your Majesty, we see in Eswatini a nation that likewise holds firm to its customs and monarchy. And we believe there is much our two countries can learn from each other.
And he said the President of the National House of Chiefs, Oyerepa JB Ekano, and MP, and now he is Sashi, at the Bebre, or my Ghana, any Eswatini mining in a Beboa Ama, and Namatsankunya, Jumedi, a war, my mean so, at me a conkain, Nedi, Dienim Puntu, a Bretmem for Godfrey Nim, enemy ding, Oyerepa.
We amania efri kotokofie enra ebra kimuswati ehia nananom na wa address National House of Chiefs ne panyi soafo a ohwe ahensam eso ba became a boss nso yehu ne wom kotokohene ene nananom panyimfo amanhene ne otumfo abrempon nyina enra wo ekobohia mu ho ananya asem ketwa na asem ni nyina tofa bone se ya mamra ne amane a yebete yese ana yebeto se nananom edigya ayen no esese yehweso yie papa amamra ne amane no eye ekwan bebre ene yefa so deda ye ho adi ewo ho ebi ye ho siesiem ebi ye kasa ebi ye nuane a yedie ya bedi nto okra ekire ya mamre ene ya mane ono se na ho siesie eno ana me ka wa ha se nti whether enwunu ana wiemu enwunu kra se de ofra ne ntoma no sa na ofra no ye hu ni ba bia so ahye suit ana so se wa hye oman foforo bi so atade da de ono beto ye no eno ano bi de ode ye ne ho bi enti wo ka de ama Ghana fo nyina ate se amamra ne amane no ehu hia pa maye nto ntwene maye nkofa obi foforo broni de emeye de sebe ye twi mu tan ye nya brofo ye bibifo enti de ye wo no esese me ye ni gi ho na ye hwe so bo ho ban na ye ni ye ye de si wo ye nyina ye sempa abusuafo ye de aseda be makojak farmer ya wakofa procode e de abadwa so a eno ana code chill flu chill uti paiwo na uwensi bobo wa wadra eni kojak farmer procode no o chako toothpaste nso ho a eno ana ye de twetwe yesen ebo siesie yenum ma wo gam ena fe otakrema so eyi clean kama wo se enka nche se fluoride eni calcium wom nti ebo sen ne ho ban pebito ewo babia ye ton provisions anaso se drugstore kojak farmer etitiriu upebia to dodo a enkran ko drugstore lane ewo kanshi baby akojak farmer ewo oni omo nkasa toll free numbers yi so 0531 069945 and 0531 070020 so me de mu si a me din de Akua Asieduaa me sorry ama PSC ladi e the health and lifestyle abeto am so Christ asumdwe nkamunyina.
kama eye ni so eye afa ye wo vitamin E so eboa koma no boa nipadua no vitamin B1 and B12 ne nyina eboa nipadua ni ya afa ye wo quinine ewum tete ho no ye beto e se ne de quinine esama de 3D ya de quinine no ewom no eboa ma ne ye nwonwonwonwon nti wote so obi se enwunu ti se quinine a sa na beta live nso etie enwunu pa eti se quinine no quinine enwunu pop edie na eye research nhwemu kire se timi cure malaria emoa no eboa brebo no clean liver no afi lymphatic system lymphatic nipadua no eye nsuo ni moja na lymphatic system hu se de besi akire mu na so digestive system your reproductive system your endocrine system lymphatic system no eboa eyi fi free nipadua ni mu nti ma lymphatic system no eyi adwuma yie eyi fi free nipadua ma won ta anyare zinc wom iron wom fiber wom carbohydrate so ewom bitter leaf no Vernonia amygdalena eno no afei onyono ahaban ne he na betimi adi utimi di na haban no dua no so ebi mu so ewe ema wonu manum eda ho kama etu hunu wonyono a na wanum bi afei yemfa emfaso a ewom no enteso so da medical no it cures malaria esa malaria yade malaria etridi yade antimicrobial and antibacterial properties antimicrobial microbes yaremoawa yaremoawa fungi ye kan yaremoawa ye fungi ye virus ye bacteria ye protozoa na said ya pomdin hwemufo mprempren omuka se ye ni virus eduro no nti ye virus no efremo nti antimicrobial antibacterial eboa bacteria fungi any protozoa protozoa no malaria ya de bowa no we protozoa nti etimi to malaria che se protozoa etimi sa ya de be free protozoa ho eba no nti helps fight infections caused by bacteria and parasite nti ya de mo wa eba ni padua ni mu no ye de kon afei free say containing compounds that inhibit the growth of harmful microbes compounds bibi wom for instance quinine wom no eboa kum ya de mo wa eba ni padua no emo you call the second one na yenhwe afei diabetes management emfaso ewomu regulate blood sugar levels epato eboa minim enipa bi mpo adum ha yewe obi ton beta live ni bi waye bi a woton a wo mo diabetes wonum ebeto de manage wo blood sugar epato eno no o de manage blood sugar no a e wo se o monitor blood sugar no so ebetimi akofom pa evi say onyono ano odin pa and was typically contains compound that improve insulin sensitivity and reduce glucose level. Obo an insulin no the pancreas ni nchi insulin ye wo insulin resistance and obi ho nso a the glucose and sugar level no cost pa ni nyina no bitter leaf enyo no eboa afei digestive health aduane a yedie no ekọ wonum yesi mastication na wawe na ba befa wo minimu ba wonumu a wonum no ya owia ye enzymes bi wom ye from amylase na ekọ wo minimu na ekọ adidifuro no mu ACL pepsin ene ne ekeka ho na nipadua na twetwe mu ahoden no obo ho no ntokrontokro wom obo ho anya adwuma ye obo ho no ma bepre koso wo ye furo no mu nti ye woni pa bi omo wogidie se o gut health ene ma opoboden to obenyina cha o gut health eye factor se ka mo si amo odua ho anwu a obenyina cha o gut health o yam o digestive system is very important obi ho no mo a o how wo stomach ulcer ni nyina no boa onwono boa stomach ulcer pa no so minimo bi a wanom onwono ama ne yam kuro ewo nti onwono boa enzymes se wo ye funu boa no ma bebre nti wodi aduane ne yam yem a wonyam mu ahodene yam taatimu a boa pa yam yokutu obi ho no mo a yasori adope otimi mframa no penkwa be 2 gig okeka bo mu aboro so be pa ochewo eno na mechiro se wada woroma yusu eye onwono no na beboa o afei liver protection obrabo no de enoma dodo no akoni padua ni mu no brabo na so ne so enti obrabo nya amane a wanya amane eduro bi ho ha no ma brabo na so ne so enku a wo de sra enku no akoni padua nkomogya ni mu na nsɛ mi hu akwara ketewa bi a wono na fo nyina kɔte so okosoro akra kɔte so okosoro abo nsɛ nanim nyina afonwi ne nku no yɛde sra no ayɛ kokɔ na fo no pagya mo amode mu nku sra mo ma no nku atitiriwe ma oyɛ kokɔ oso yɛ kokɔ akɔtɔ no emboa mepa chawo obo ha ne liver no brebo no nya adwuma yi a kɔte so otimi kɔsoro ho yɛ obasa wota yare na ho kekaw obi ani yɛ yellow brebo no nya adwuma yi pa de ba akɔ ma hunu sɛ ubenya yellow skin na wani yɛ yedo mepa chawo e horo brebo no pop a natural cleanser brebo no e brenti o ha yɛ huhuru yɛ detoxify na aboa and you say act as a natural cleanser, often using liver-related herbal remedies. And you have been be drawn to a bunto my head that I know I am no. Here I am been so ye. Ubi wa no man and who to tune none brebo a yenia. The patrol no, Janajo cranka, ya men no. A office or brebono, ebia a yamane. A fame malaria and fever treatment. A case bibi if treaty fever, antipyretic. On you know your antipyretic. A fever reducer ho yehia onuma eba ho dwopa na eboa malaria a 3D yade nansa na obenom so just oya malaria test no na ye hunu se eni ebi wo honom so a emoa no dɔso o mogya no mu e dɔso pa bebre no de me fa ntena fie se wo ye because ebi e wo se wo kokra na ye je to ho enti bomodin se a choke den ho a hye den ahwo hye no broso pa untimuti o ya ho so pa broso a ena wo so hunu sa na ode do ti ya wo ya broso a so me come ko hospital answer or say the leaves are often the leaves are often boiled or squeezed and drunk to combat symptoms of malaria and fever ebi mu no a ebi mu so chimposa na wonom anom answer na aye adwuma eda ase enti menstrual and fertility health ema utu kosua yi ema moja ba yi esan se ye brebo no so ho adwuma na eboa wo ma e balance hormone obrebo se poison abam se dorsa ade a e affect wo hormones e pa affect wo hormones ti wo no monwono no e regulate obrebo e mane yakamante obi a ono bi kakra bo se ne skin cry efe if se brebo no adwuma yi a affect wo skin e ma skin no e bright pa obrebo no nya adwuma yi a e ma wonya dull skin obi ho no ma wonya breakout cry nti eboa regulate wo menstrual flow no so pa na eboa ama awon so watimi atutu kusua kama na awo ay kama ene wa se no se e balance female hormones and boost reproductive health onyo no ho asem ne yeka ho asem eno no enti bitter leaf no onyo no ye wo ahodo na de ye nnumui de ye die no ene yeka ho asem de da so no bonkum de no eno no ho ye wesra na we die me hu bi wo Ghana ha enti mo fanche but one of the species Vernonia galamensis ena Vernonia colorata eno no East Africa but the obonkum no ebi wa ha ho no fomfom ene wo de ho no ye smooth we nso wo ho enti ebi mu ka no we ye wild one ena ba akọ ho ye green pa eno nso ewa Ghana ha no na hye nso pa se pepedie wuo ya akose onwono pepedie wuo no esekuro ma enye asamketoa pepedie wuo esekuro pa mepa chawo so o diabetes kura ora ya try na kuro bi wo ho na nkwa pepedie wuo busa pepedie wuo na yusu ha Ghana de ne deda so no ni fande no ho trotrotro na me kire Vernonia amygdalena no we no de ho trotrotro we no eno so ewo ho ena ba akono so aba so yo onwono ni flower no hu flowers no ho no fom eno ne yini ya akose pepedie wu nti ya hwe no akote pepedie wu pepedie wu de ade ba ko timi yema na yefe ene se ode okoba bi so a uja wo na ode uyusu a ebo apa oko village ni nkurase ankro keto mu a eno ne yusu ho ye fom kama afen so wo hwe ahabawe ya Nigeria for de ye nkwan papa wo de aduane a oposa na wachimu na de aye aduane ti wo hwe Nigerians so mo flatform pa cha ye if say way eye adwuma boost metabolism e mani peduane ye adwuma digestion ko so ye ma so te wo ye funu so te eye kama pa enti uhunu we ya na ohu se eye ade papa sendrosin eye say unya ka paketo bi a wo ba pose wo ba nu na wano menka se eye habendru nti menum one bottle menye ne sa be cap be say anopa ne anwumre obi wo hono mu a wonom we a n'ani so bre ne ho ye ne basabasa obefe pa e chese wo so didi wi ansa na wano obi num ne sa enye ne hwe wo so didi wi fi se eti sugar so fast woni di ya prakopa ne betumi ati sugar so ama ho aye basabasa ama wafe ama akoye nsempi enti onwono te wote ho asem a sa ena etie midi edi PSC la de change over me move over Kwesi Parker Wilson take over no demo across over happy birthday to Mama Melinda Sewa Sister Melinda Sewa oh tech happy birthday to you Vivian mama no ye makeup artist ba ko mama ene yankopon hwa no onyo kese onkwaso na oma wa hoden ya menyo kese pa fe happy birthday to Beatrice Osaboaten a free partner prince ho happy birthday Beatrice Osaboaten yankopon hwa fe happy birthday to Ernestina Ochre happy birthday to Ernestina Ochre level 200 St Monica's College of Education Munyina happy birthday to you nyamenya mokese mede ndi PSC la de baraka ga jamalolo apena mi akata tanye fiji ami wala don't pause ezozo te pause ya va te pause pam senda tonde obrigado peno aisa buarisi mungo de yeda mo ase me ma me blessing ayama ebu akwa deeper life and our macro nyamenya okese beda wase
See, work for solutions, pragmatism. Solutions. Our party has suffered a lot because our opponents, with their powerful organization and propaganda, have succeeded in making many parts of Ghana think our party is tribally based. Are you getting me? Yes. They've got people to think. You talk our party or tradition. Oh, these are Akan or Asante. No, it's not that. Not true. But have we thought of this challenge? What are our solutions to these accusations? And for as long as the perception persists, for so long, if we are not careful, we may be pushed out of the arena electorally. So please, let's be objective with ourselves. Let's talk principles. Let's look. Rocha, who was General Secretary 1969, became chairman in the 90s. One statement he made, and I never forget. He said that we are in a party does not mean we are friends. That we are in a party doesn't mean we are friends. What it means is that we share the vision that this machinery party is the vehicle we need to get power. Earlier you told me that sole purpose of party is to win power. If we want to win power, then let's close ranks. Not as friends, but as people sharing the vision of using the vehicle to win power. See, analogy is, you go to New Plant Station, you board a bus, VIP. You are going to Kumasi, you buy your ticket and seat you. The next thing you know, they've brought another person to sit by you. The journey might last 4 or 5 hours. If you don't like the face of the person next to you, you may not even look at him or her. You look at the window for the 4 or 5 hours. But at the back of your mind, you are praying that the bus will take you to your destination. The other person may also not like you, but he or she too will be praying that you get there safely. That's the party. We want power. Let's close track. Reconciliation, unity. If we are not learning to reconcile, and if we are also not learning that Ghana is awake and getting more and more critical, especially of the politicians. Grassroots. We must not take grassroots for a joke. Another quote, and then I will thank you and declare from here that I belong to the institute. The person that will come and talk feasibility and show you, work with him, whether he's your brother or a tribesman or church person or whatever religion. See, work for solutions, pragmatism. Solutions. Our party has suffered a lot because our opponents, with their powerful organization and propaganda, have succeeded in making many parts of Ghana think our party is tribally based. Are you getting me? Yes. They've got people to think. You talk our party or tradition. Oh, these are Akan or Asante. No, it's not that. Not true. But have we thought of this challenge? What are our solutions to these accusations? And for as long as the perception persists, for so long, if we are not careful, we may be pushed out of the arena electorally. So please, let's be objective with ourselves. Let's talk principles. Let's look. Rocha, who was General Secretary 1969, became chairman in the 90s. One statement he made, and I never forget. He said that we are in a party does not mean we are friends. That we are in a party doesn't mean we are friends. What it means is that we share the vision that this machinery party is the vehicle we need to get power. Earlier you told me that sole purpose of party is to win power. If we want to win power, then let's close ranks. Not as friends, but as people sharing the vision of using the vehicle to win power. See, analogy is, you go to New Plan Station, you board a bus, VIP. You are going to Kumasi, you buy your ticket and seat you. The next thing you know, they've brought another person to sit by you. The journey.
Former President John Agyekum Kufuor and O2 NPP Yinafo and your party supporting them for the bio. Bamia himself was there. The minority leader Fayo Makin was there. Hackman Owusu-Agyeman, National Executive Ning na Nombo and our party no launch on party school, the Patriotic Institute. Into Hono Kokasa wase and making the point that of course party no NDC the propaganda be to Ghana for trim say ya can party and I say party they do more of tribal lines. Now one kasa no munjai sa tribe ne religious politics no mo ye no. Man for cry you say ampa na NDC for can and cry it's your munja and we spend some time and talk about it. Of course party no in some air coso primaries you know January 31 almost is some margin. Next month, July 18th to 20th, Omeko Congress. Congress, you know, they will flesh out a few of the things. Party in pending for invite a year aspirant will declare intention to contest next week. So Mumbra, Nafi or Yenio Monkasa, and also so Reshanaka wants another pay. Now, one of the biggest conversation this morning, the suspended Chief Justice Nra, and also your press conference. Bekansen Bebre, what's happening at the litigation. It's Bekansen I didn't film. Oh no, free seven and Kay. What's one resigning? Not be resigning. Mama saw resigning. Cocoding. Then I got for Boom Sample on your body beer, raising a number of issues. Or committee for no, they are violating it. So these are some of the concerns about. We'll spend some time and talk about it right here on the show. We'll be Akwaba at the Oyerepa TV. So we do your OBT agenda. We doing at the Kwesi Parker Wilson now. We'll call a Facebook app or Oyerepa Live on Facebook. Like a page, you know, for comment go ho. But kind of at the amount and there are no pay now. And I Thursday idea, of course. We have our doctors and our lecturers in the studio. Okay. But your Facebook we know Oyerepa TV. Oyerepa TV. That's our Facebook handle. It's your Facebook share Oyerepa TV. Oyerepa TV I like a page, you know, for a comment, a go ho. They were kind in at their mouth and they are not pay. Now Thursday morning, Dr. Eric Bimpong and not pay. Doc, or your political and economic policy analyst, or and not pay. Doc, Akwaba.
I've been busy.
Now be able to call here. I'm a lecturer, Reverend Justice Boffa, Poku Meza. If I misbehave, no marking me people. If I not some I won't misbehave. Or a director, institutional advancement officer, Christian Service University, Reverend Ewa and the Arnold Pay. Rev, Akwaba.
Yeah, me just
number should be able to
yeah, me ado moko.
Damiasi. It was another pay there. What will share ye? Chief Justice also on resigning. Do you think is the best approach or not the best approach? You better say your name, a lawyer, but didn't come up briefly to understand and run your year because there are concerns about. Now, on the newspaper, I made a point this morning. Say Chief Justice of a swear or your power so or make Chief Justice or swear oath. Now, the oath, you know, say to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution at all times. Now, Constitution, Article 146 in the SWA, a certain detailed guidelines as to how any process be a Chief Justice home and Justice of the Supreme Court one. There are processes we have to go through. It's back when in camera no. Back when the secrecy of a processing na. It's a big say and run obey is a breach of the Constitution. How true is this? Yeah, be pet lawyer, lawyer Sam Davis, and then they did come up briefly. Now, yati no maybe I see as to whether say Chief Justice no yeah no koye and I say enkoye, but you say young Canadian Doc we'll get into the conversation quickly enough. I'm not Doc in Brem. You know, Doc, and right, me just a wood team, man. First of all, we'll get into the specifics. Say me okay, yeah, it be no bako na ya get no ye dear no come. What do you make of no ye in na?
Kwesi. Unse about legal issues normally ya meta aka say ne cannot edging because the minimal legal issues no are the little one me concerning contract in this other money man.
Contract law,
the law of contract money man. But listen to commentaries about the lawyers no ankasa ekano. Nanka, if I were the Chief Justice, I wish I won't come out like that.
I've seen the rights are being violated.
Yeah.
The rights and the fan who did so.
The rights are being violated.
Ghana also there. Ghana also there. You're subscribing to a international treaty. You say human rights there. You're protecting and they're preserving.
Okay. The Amiso can say if I were here and I won't come out in this manner.
Like I will come out to say
be a come another way around.
Like what?
Any I won't say no mama no ankasa I open the Pandora box. Now no may I see all that she did, some aspect as being political.
Oh no mama no.
Yeah, or a political being instead of being a law person.
I see.
So just say you can say obi I infringe on somebody's fundamental rights. Eka omo ta yes apa dia hunu ni papa ye judges. So just this is my court. Listen to omo someone work out. This is my court. So just it will court no the open away or hon mo dia. Enipa no a waba no a obepe justice no. Say pa no so no free ho ba e dey asem no say nkoka. Kwesi so what say?
Yeah, be follow pa.
Yeah. E dey no say nkoka no so waka. Ye ni hanom na amanfo so affidavit concern the LGBTQ1. Yan striking no down.
Of course.
So, at the end of the year, one was say, also would the Akona strike. Would also do a fit David Ako. It means that within the remits of the law. Say, what the have David call no more fool say, you had to tool and send any na you winning to me we are. It means striking out. The mere fact say we are Chief Justice does not mean say unkwana unim embrano.
But at least as a Chief Justice, we can accord her some special rights.
Some special right need tiamra so yeah according special right me boy. Is that what you are telling me? In the same instance, you the Charlotte say FMO. And the same Supreme Court na yes
yeah.
So they say and your cases via SC people can make reference to it. As a matter of fact, one thing crowd can ya me am shame me crowd was that say the venue no mu choose you know.
Yes, Edu Lodge no.
Uti say eh baby a ne uncle.
Yeah.
Sabi judges now you come home no. Na ne uncle so jani no ka ho ne uncle.
No neti.
No neti.
Don't be fan no. No all feel be so on be fan Akwa place or.
So does it mean say opeso o kire say committee members no asheda so omu ko hunu na.
But that's sound of kind. I say the venue no has been carefully chosen to intimidate her. Ne bof no. Anyam na make no ne bof no.
Kwesi say ensem bi o ho no ma
to intimidate her.
The Bible say you wadi nyina ho kwan ba nya de nyina ene nya.
But if she feels intimidated,
also intimidated in what sense? In what sense?
Our historical antecedents.
Our historical
antecedents as a person.
I know.
Emotional stress.
I know.
It was so say be me ko hoyi.
Kwesi.
Ye dem anko ko.
Kwesi.
Ye dem so ko hoyi. Anything can happen to me.
They say no. Or pointing accusing finger to one.
Said aban ne committee members no.
Enti aban na de ho ma wo man as say. Aban na ka so kwan no ho. Is that what she's telling us? Aban and a castle mukwen or what na say or mun choose venue.
In fact, committee members na choose venue.
So on the choose venue. What do I say? What about this complaints?
But this president say some situations in the law complex or there
is also another president. Your friend say
law complex.
What do I say? So assemble young to your boss because I've read another script from another learned lawyer. We're involved in the case. I was sorry. So that's so what kind of write up?
I've read it. I've read the write up.
Which manager in law no, you may think say you are coming out with something exclusive, but people can punch holes. Now, is the woman telling us that Justice Puaman has become a thorn in her flesh? Is that what she's telling us? And the Puaman now will make judgments via during her tenure. Now or pass judgment, At that time, there is now or catch up Puaman.
No, catch no.
So now, Puaman Baba ye enemy. Sure, make us some way. It may not sound good for a lot of people, but no cry. Put in no cry here, Juma Eboa. One, may come way. I'm obiati as I say. A Jumem who a Jumemua. Nesse ladder no. Ye climbing step by step up. Ye bypass it. And go for. I'll put all this blame in the hula baloo abanyina at the doorsteps of former President Akufo-Addo. Debbie. In law, no, they respect seniority.
Of course, I agree.
In law, they respect seniority.
I agree.
Immediately, me feel more say senior. Obina no senior. I think there was a time I was watching News Farm, Frank Davis and Sammy Jemfi.
Okay.
Are you okay? Frank Davis a key contribution be na Sammy Jemfi or divergent view. But or according with the seniority in every.
Frank Davis, I mean.
You see. What I say? Why a law of
they are not bad presidents. I get that crowd.
Good.
With this for so many years.
Woman say, baby, I didn't go for free buy, you know. And also, yes, MBO. It is a mammy no actually no say. Poor I make a judgment or say, oh, Daniel for issue.
Yeah, Daniel for issues.
What do you say? And a mammy is going to make it. What's it about? Consenting view.
The dissenting
view. B. I know so affecting Obio. It over that person affected because was a 4-3. And one come as a view no. And a cancel. I don't know. Tufu say that person no a ekotia no. Ufu say no obenya ade papa bi afa ho.
But what share petition grounds now di no. Mama say ni na sebi entwa yi sebi what the two say ni a and cover bia. Have you read the petition?
Kwesi.
Petition. Or say even petition kana charges ye dia man ya file against the no. Ohun ye to even defend.
Charges no hu na.
Also ohun ye to even defend.
Ono anasem mu no. Wo ye de na respond ye. Ade ohun ye wo ye de na respond ye.
At the committee level.
Me say Dabio. Ye the charges aba. Unhuni. E de na respond ye.
Committee level
then. O de na respond.
Ba kuna wo kan ye Joma Amade no. Na e de man no e no correspond ye. E no say committee na so call ye ne die. Ko e di kwa mo just so e de investigation onim.
Committee di dia no e de one let committee no. E president let committee no.
But don't forget, she has also raised issue about the free president or by any committee in Sujina Soyejuma. She also raised that in her state.
Already that concern. I know, sir, already that concern. But it's what the president gave to the committee. Is it different from?
That's what she's alleging.
Yeah. It's just an allegation.
But okay.
Yeah, but I'm just adding the information to.
Because let me tell. Who say? Committee no.
Right.
Ebia charges.
The charges no.
Omo ebia omo ya against you.
Yeah.
But here's the case, sir. What answer charges? It is our charges no. Any enim say. Yede bo. Ama we yi ano anything na wo so we yi ano eti committee san ko fa another charges in free in family.
I see.
Committee no ko fa another charges no in free ni o se ko kire yan bebe bi kra sa charges ni free na ke nyina ye hu ba bi a o mu ko fa free so what you say say edru bibi say ya on ye ma o empanyin dia it goes with responsibilities so make sure say whatever you are doing one day somehow accountability beba. One day somehow accountability beba. Etima ye ya dwen say ye adwuma de ye ya dwen ye yen ene ye instance e kire yen ene wo say ye. On say already Daniel Fori ni other ifo no omo de very say complaints ne koye. Oh, say, no, already, I had a man of rubbish.
I said, no, say, yeah,
rubbish. They say, what was it? I didn't cry, no. Now, you determine prima facie case. Now, you determine prima facie case. Who answered it? Who responded it? Who court? A seminal, you determine prima facie case. If they didn't, I responded. I say nsem ni bi e contradicted.
Insisi so.
Uncle no review. I think say ene be boy.
I'll let you hold your horses for now. Now remember reverend so. Rev, who team Amendra, the Chief Justice, suspended Chief Justice get to talk no. So I'm resigning. It's for you. What do you make of Oyerepa first of all?
Yo. Paka mami na wasi na menchia Oyerepa tie for the afefo nyina menchia busuafo mo hwe enano pay Mrs. Tabako NS or Kest mafia o hwe me Teresa Adma menchia no pay and also hwe me menchia ba mami nye short say me director for institutional advancement to Christian
Service. Oh, Fachemi. In fact, we
lecturer Christian Service University Department of Communication Studies.
Oh, Department of Communication Studies.
And I'm in charge of admissions.
In charge of admissions.
We have a new person.
We have a new person now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Kwesi, discussions are here and nano pay na. Me pese ye share discussions, every two angles.
Me too.
The first angle, Ghana, we have a coat of arms now. According to them, you try to freedom and justice.
Freedom and justice.
Freedom and justice.
Right.
It is not for nothing until you choose so no freedom and justice. That is the first angle I'm person here assembly free. And at the tosumi so since we entered into this fourth republic, this is the first time a sitting chief justice
is being investigated for stated misbehavior.
Yes, this is the first time. So, enuti discussions here no. Kwesi was here this say adwene mu say we akoye first time no. Ade bi ebesi wo hu bia no historical.
True.
Wadisua de mayen daachi ye koye nim.
True.
If you say dear ye ma me chief justice efamu yi a wo dia betu dwa say ye no kre no. It will set the basis for reference in the future. That should be asemi sa ko sibiwa. You better refer to the case of Justice Tukono.
Yeah.
Enti yeah, can hold some say when But there's a big question. I'm person no pay nyina no. Based on petition a free president to buy a free call president to any the president ayafa ho any commission near situated in a bigger context. Say, can we rule out political vendetta in this case?
But say, can you rule out political vendetta?
For me, no.
You can't rule out political vendetta in this case.
There is.
I mean, why do you say that?
Yes. You see, Kwesi, I'm saying this because I'll bring other issues to support my argument.
Me too.
Maybe feel say, Abambi. Eye o ma dwene say ye ba maami we ekwan bia e beyi na firi ho enu nti ekwan bia e befa so e bitima yi maami na firi ho bia we won't pay attention to procedure.
They won't pay attention to procedure.
Yes, because most of the issues that the chief justice maami are raising so here it is about procedure.
Of course, I mean
most of them is about procedure. Fana esi say yabo kwadu said the president de ba ye and need the commission no carry different cra you want me access to a lawyer and as I say way you can't have access to a lawyer even obi a wogina ho awafatu a wodi abo obi a
you also only access to a lawyer.
No she has raised those issues. Say
no I don't think says access to a lawyer no can was Debbie no but no can rather than say not only ho but not lawyer no also with them but they made the point say only one man lawyer in them so she has an access to a lawyer.
No, but there are so many people who don't go to court but they are represented by their lawyers. Is that not true?
No, that's
is that not true in this country in our jurisprudence? Okwa quarter, your friend will be only was to the
but you see,
maybe,
okay.
Is that not true?
Of course, I mean that's true. But I'm making a point, sir. In this case, you know, a lawyer for say, instead of person a lawyer, a lawyer for say, when you set up a committee like this, they determine their own procedure. It's they don't conform with the norm, maybe a court, It's your own determine what they want to do, how they want to do it, and all that.
I agree. But please, we are dealing with somebody who has been a lawyer for over 30 years.
Right.
And a judge for over 20 years.
Right.
Please, we are not dealing with any ordinary person on the street. Obaka say, I feel now what law school until no maybe. You see, because we are dealing with somebody, why a lawyer for over 30 years. Let me emphasize that. Now why a judge. Well, do you know what it takes to rise to become a chief justice of a state? And yet, that form. There may be other factors.
There are concerns that they jumped there over his seniors.
Yes, but I'm saying, sir, it doesn't take any ordinary person to become a chief justice.
No, you agree.
That is what I want to establish. Right. But you see, there's a fundamental problem I want us to address this morning. Yamanyo fono. Womo afa suban bi doko aka ho asem wa ha. But when developing the points, along that line.
Okay.
O mention EC boss Charlotte say. Ya politicians na ya wo man we mu no. Wo ma fa suban bi say so mo opposition. No mo perceive say wo position now o man do asi no. You are not working in their interest. they find ways and means to come and get you out of the way. It's something that we must address. It is not good for the democracy of this country. Or many found dear, you can't want freedom and justice, no young word juma. Your person or man, you to me in a democratic South Sudan, I was saying a cassette here.
Yeah.
It is not happening only under Era Mahama, across the political divide. So what I say, it is a opposition comments be making. That's why I talk about political vendetta.
Yeah. We have just yesterday
reset the justice system.
Just yesterday, I said you can just say the men and two deputies in Adogo. Just yesterday.
That is it.
It's in line with what is
that is it.